Hey there guys, my name is Nick Goodwin, and today I'm going to be going over some topics in ServiceNow that I think everybody should know about. When we first jump into a ServiceNow developer instance, the first thing that I like to do is customize the instance. The reason that we do this is to give it a uniform branding for all of our users. Typically what you'll see is a company or organization's logo and then their colors will be there. Let's hop on over and I'll show you how it's done. Alright. So from our developer instance, you can see that it says Nick Goodwin's instance and has a cloud for a logo right here from a previous project I was working on. These customizations can be done by going to your filter navigator and typing in UI16. That's the current version of the user interface. From there you'll click Basic Configuration UI16 and you'll have options to change things such as the page header caption, browser tab title, banner image, and any color you could possibly want to change. When you're done making it feel like home, scroll up here and go ahead and press that save button, otherwise you will lose your progress. The next thing that we need to talk about in ServiceNow is what's known as an incident. An incident refers to any interruption in service. Let's go ahead and head back into the developer instance and I'll show you all about it. From your developer instance, the easiest way to find an incident is to simply type in incident. You'll find the incident module here, and then under it, the best way for us internally to create one is to press the create new button here. You'll see all sorts of fields that you can fill out and populate, the most important of which will have this red mandatory star next to it, or asterisk if you prefer. What's interesting to note about incidents is that not only can you assign them to an individual person by using this assigned to group and typing any name you would like, but you could also use this assignment group here and assign it to a whole group of individuals, such as software for instance. For a user that doesn't have access to the developer instance, if we head on over to the service portal, they too can create an incident themselves by going to Get Help, scrolling down to Create Incident, and then filling out the information with their rating of urgency and describing their issue below. From there, it'll go into our Incidents tab or module on the developer platform. Alright, so the next thing that we do need to go over is how to find users in ServiceNow. To find users, we can either go to our homepage and use the user administration button here, or we could simply type in user administration. Both should get us to similar drop-downs, and then you can select users from here. Every user will populate on the list that you've already put in. When you click them, you can come down and see roles and groups that they're assigned to here, as well as press edit and add them to any existing groups. Typically, best practice is to assign roles to specific groups, so you give the groups permission and then you assign members within those groups. Another very useful tool in ServiceNow is going to be back in the service portal. That's what's going to be known as the catalog. If we click catalog here and then select browse by categories, it'll look and be laid out like any typical e-commerce website. The service catalog holds hardware, software, and even services that you may need. You can select your category, select categories or subcategories within it, click anything you want. You have the option to add to cart and even order now. What this will do is send the info off to the specific approval groups and then to the fulfillment groups to get it done. From the service portal in the top, right next to catalog, you'll see knowledge. Knowledge will allow you to access one or several knowledge bases. Knowledge bases are a collection of articles, issues, or known problems that might pertain to your individual role or your group. There are many different types of knowledge bases, and depending on your role or group you're assigned to, you may be able to access several of them at once, like here. The knowledge base exists to allow users to find an answer for any issues they may have or provide further information on anything someone may be interested in. Think of it as the best possible self-help tool you can give your colleagues. So with that, we've covered most of the basic functions that I think you guys should know going into ServiceNow. Something really awesome that's worth mentioning is ServiceNow is actually accessible from a mobile device. Most of what we've seen and covered today can be accessed from mobile devices through the Now mobile app, available on both iPhone and Android. Thank you guys.